those of you who've hung around since 7 o'clock or 7:20, and welcome to those of you who've just got here for a Hatha Flow class. So my feeling is that last week, or over the last couple of 2 weeks, I think I've picked up the momentum a little bit with the classes. So some people will have loved the fact that they got stronger, and some people might have felt, oh, this is a little bit more than I bargained for. Some of you might want even stronger. Anyway, this is not to say that we're not going to come back to strong classes, because I love them as well. But this morning's Hatha Flow it's got a slightly more dreamy quality to it, I think. We're going to start with a moon salutation type sequence, where you begin sitting on your heels if that's comfortable for you. So I know that not everybody is able to sit back on the heels, and maybe you need to sit on something. We're not going to stay for too long, because it's a little flow where we take just a couple of breaths in each part of the flow. It's not like we're going to sit here and meditate for 10 minutes sitting on our heels. I hope you're all well. It's lovely to see lots of you here. So coming to your Virasana, this thunderbolt pose, you can sink a little bit down through your tailbone, tilt the pelvis back ever so slightly so you're not sticking your chest out, tilting forwards. Palms down on your thighs. And actually this is already giving the front of your legs, all the way from the tops of your feet all the way up, a little bit of a morning opening. Nothing dramatic, obviously. And then let's take a few moments in silence to come into the practice, to come into the body and breath. Noticing the stability and the weight of your lower body. That you're clearly compressing in this position. Maybe following the spine up bone by bone, from the base all the way through and out to the top of your head. Soft in the shoulders and in the jaws and the eyes. Maybe beginning to feel a gentle opening across the chest, and then melting away of the shoulders and collarbones. And simply observing how you feel. Observing the feeling of the morning. And the quality of a natural breath. And if you would like to, if it's relevant for you, with your attention in your heart space, inviting in a quality that you'd like to bring to this practice and maybe to the rest of your day. Maybe something about the way you want to live and share and experience the rest of your week. Let that be an intention for the practice. And take a few more breaths to allow that to melt throughout the heart space and the rest of the body. And taking a lovely full breath in. And as you breathe out, releasing your eye, opening your eyes, releasing your hands if you had them raised. And coming to kneel up high, about halfway down your mat for this. You take your hands to your hips. We might take the sequence a couple of times so it becomes a little bit more familiar. And on the breath in, bring your right foot forwards and breathe out here. Breathe into the heart space, interlace your hands except the forefingers, and exhale. Take your arms out straight in front of you. And take an inhale here and an exhale, really feeling the pose. And then inhaling, taking your arms out wide, palms facing down. Exhale here. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands together, but tilt the pelvis forwards, round the upper back chin into your chest. And now breathing in, tilt the pelvis forwards now. Open your chest, arms out behind you. And breathing out, straighten arms out by your sides. Take a breath in, lovely length from fingertip to fingertip. And as you breathe out, you're going to come down with your fingers to the right. They might reach the floor, they might not. Take a couple of breaths, maybe reaching up with the left hand to find length in the side body. And then we'll come back to straight inhale. And exhale, come down with the left fingers, reach up with the right inhale. Lovely. And then on the next inhale, lift yourself to your arms out straight. And exhale, twist to the right. A bit awkward. And inhale, come back to straight. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to straight, and exhale, curl your left toes over. And take a breath in as you take your left hand down and reach your right arm up. Exhale here. Take another breath in. And then can you take your right hand to the left heel and lift the left hand up. Exhale here. Take another breath in. And on the exhale, springing yourself up. Maybe lifting that left foot, reaching up with the right hand. Take a breath in. You can flex the foot if you like. And then breathe out, lean forwards a little way. Take it easy because it's early in the practice. Take a breath in here and maybe on the breath out, reach both hands to that back foot. And breathe in, open the chest. Keep rocking forwards. Breathe out here. Take another breath in. And then breathing out, release everything and come back. Tilt the pelvis forwards, open the chest. Take a breath in all the way through to your fingertips. And on the breath out, bring your hands down around the front foot. So you're in your little Anjaneyasana. Breathe in here. You might like to slide the back knee back a little bit. And breathe out, straighten that front leg, pulling your right toes towards you. And breathe in, rock forwards. And breathe out, pull back. And breathe in, rock forwards. And breathe out, pull back. And then breathing in, rocking forwards. But now breathe out and curl your back toes under. Lift the back knee. So we're in a lunge, runner's lunge. Let's take a breath or two here. It's absolutely fine to keep moving. One more breath in. And then slide that front foot back to a downward dog. Take a couple of breaths in your downward dog. Your knees could be bent. You could be walking it out, feeling the morning in your downward dog. So if that first flow on the right side felt awkward, that's absolutely fine. Breathe in, come forwards to plank. And then breathe out, drop your knees and roll all the way down the front side of your body. So your forehead comes to the mat. And then rolling your shoulders, breathe in and peel your chest up. Head comes last. And breathe out, come all the way down. And then push yourself to all fours, breathe in. And on the breath out, come back to sitting on your heels. And we'll take that to the left. Just come to grounding yourself. Come to noticing how you feel. Maybe, like I said, that was a little bit awkward. It's quite awkward to teach if it's any comfort. And then inhale, standing up straight, palms together, forefingers reaching up. Exhale here. And then take the left foot forwards, inhale. And as you exhale, take your arms out. So you're finding this basic position. Take an inhale here and an exhale. And then inhaling, take your arms out in a T shape. And on the exhale, bring your palms back together, but tilt the pelvis back, round the lower back, chin to your chest. And then inhaling, tilt forwards and open your arms and chest. And exhaling, coming back to your arms straight. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, take your right fingers down, lift the left. And exhale here, take a little bit of a stretch here. And if my breathing rhythm is a bit cranky and it doesn't fit with yours, it's absolutely fine that you find your own breath. And then breathe in back to T shape. And breathe out, left fingers down, reach up with the right arm. Beautiful. Feeling into the right side body. And then breathing into T shape. And breathe out, twist to the right. And breathing into T shape. And breathe out, twist to the left. And then breathing into a T shape. Curl your back toes under. Breathe out, take your right hand down. And breathe and lift up with the left arm. And breathe out here. Take another breath in. And on the breath out, change hands. Left hand to the right foot, right arm lifts. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And then lifting up, breathe in. Maybe hold onto your right foot, breathe out, left arm is raised. Take a breath in here and tilt forwards a little. Breathe out. Take a breath in, and then maybe lean further forwards, left arm shooting out flat in front of you. Lovely. And then on the next breath in, lift, and maybe take both hands to that foot. Breathe out, heel in towards the buttock. Take a breath in, open chest. And then from there, what does it feel like to come forwards? Might be a bit of a balance. Keep pressing into the front ball of the foot. And then on the breath in, gently come out. Open yourself out and breathe out here. Take another breath in. And then breathe out, drop your hands into your little dragon. And breathing in, rock your dragon forwards. And breathe out, straighten that left leg, pulling your toes towards you. And breathe in, rock forwards. And breathe out, drawing that leg back. And breathing in, rocking forwards. And breathing out, drawing back. So be kind with yourselves. I feel really stiff too. Breathe in, rock forwards. Breathe out as you curl under the back toes, lift the knee into your runner's lunge. And take a moment to feel into this lunge. Bright chest. I did a really long cycle ride on Saturday and it's just amazing how I can feel that in the body now. Take a breath in and out. And in your own time, find your way to your downward dog. And breathe out in your downward dog. Lovely, lovely, lengthen the upper body. Lengthen the armpits to the hip creases. You push the mat away with your hands and your feet. And then on the next breath in, ripple yourself mindfully forwards to plank. Maybe you drop your knees, or maybe this time you breathe out and you lower yourself straight as a stick. Release your toes. Breathing in, peel your chest up, roll your shoulders back, head comes last. Breathing out, come down again. And then on a breath in, come to all fours and sit back on your heels. And we're going to repeat the sequence, the same sequence, just so that it feels maybe a little bit more familiar and you can explore yourself more in the poses, because there's less problem with the instruction. So take a lovely full breath in here and a long breath out. And then lifting up high, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale, fingertips of your forefingers raised. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, right foot comes forwards. Fingers out in front of you, arms out in front of you. And just stabilize here. You will have noticed in the first time we did the sequence that stability is not necessarily available as we move in these different twisted side stretch dragons. On the next inhale, open your arms out wide, palms facing down. And we'll come immediately to an exhale, tilt the pelvis back, roll the back of the body, chin into the chest, arms out in front of you. And then inhale, tilt forwards now and open your chest, arms out behind you. And exhale, come back to straight arms out. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, left fingers to the floor, reach up. Inhale with the right. Exhale to straight. Take a breath in. Exhale, right fingers down, left fingers reach up. Inhale here. Exhale to straight. Inhale here. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to the front. Exhale to the left, right. Inhale to the front, curl under your back toes. Exhale, take the left hand down and inhale, reach up with the right. Exhale here. Take another breath in. And then on the exhale, change hands. Right hand to the heel, left hand lifted. Take a breath in. And on the breath out, lift yourself. Maybe taking the left hand into the left foot. And breathe in, lift up the right arm. And breathe out, lean forwards. Take a breath in and out here. You might want to stay here, or you might like to straighten and sweep the right hand to the back foot. And take a breath in, really open your chest. And then maybe lean forwards a little bit, breathe out. Take a breath in here and a breath out. And then breathing in, straighten, release the foot. Breathe out, open into this lovely kind of open winged dragon. Take another breath in. And then as you breathe out, hands down around the front foot. Beautiful. I hope it felt different this time. It did to me. Breathing in, rock forwards. Breathing out, pull back. Really pull back with the right hip and the little toe of the right foot. And breathe in, rock forwards. And breathe out, pull back. And breathe in, rock forwards. And breathe out, pull back, little toe edge, right hip edge. And then we breathe in as we come forwards, and we breathe out, we come straight to our lunge, low lying lunge. Take a few breaths in here. You can rock a little bit, feeling into your hips, feeling into that back leg. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, slide your way back into a downward dog. Taking 5 breaths in your downward dog, any way you want. As long as you're breathing space into your dog. And you're bending your knees if you need to find more length in the spine. All happens because you can tilt the pelvis forwards more. And then breathing in, come forwards to plank. Take it slow. And breathe out here. Take another breath in. And on your breath out, choose your way down to the mat. Choose your way down. And breathe and peel the chest up, roll the shoulders back, head comes last. And breathe out, come down. And on the next breath in, push yourself to all fours. Come to sitting in Virasana, back on your heels. The second round on the left. Take a moment just to notice. If you want to recall your sankalpa, your intention, bring that in now. And then from here, we'll kneel up high. Hands together, front of the heart space, forefingers lifted. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathing in, lift the left foot forwards. And breathe out, arms out in front of you. Breathing in, arms out in a T shape. And breathing out, tilt the pelvis back, round the upper back, hands together out in front of you, chin to your chest. We're really scooping the front body in. And on the inhale, tilt forwards and open. And exhale, come back to straight. Take an inhale here. Exhale, take your right fingers down. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale here. Inhale back to straight. Exhale, take the left fingers down and inhale, lift the right. Exhale here. And then inhaling back to straight. Exhale, find your little twist to the right. Inhale to straight. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale straight. And exhale, take your right hand to the right heel. Inhale, lift the left hand. So your right toes are now curled under. And on the exhale, change sides. Left hand to the right heel, a bit tricky. Right hand lifted. Inhale here. Exhale. And then as you inhale and straighten, maybe lifting your right foot into your hand. Exhale and inhale, lift the left hand. Exhale, maybe lean forwards, really energizing through those left fingertips. And either stay here for a couple of breaths, or straighten and sweep your left hand behind you to hold on to the right foot now. Might feel easier this time. Take a breath in, and maybe on the breath out, come forwards a little bit or a lot. Lovely opening this morning for the front of the thighs, the quadriceps. And then on the next breath in, releasing the foot, tilting the pelvis forwards, opening your chest and arms out. Exhale here, let's take another breath and take another breath in. And on the breath out, both hands down around that front foot. And then breathing in, rock forwards. And breathing out, pull that left hip back and the little toe edge of the left foot back. How are your hamstrings this morning? Breathing in, rock forwards. Breathing out, draw back. Breathing in, rock forwards. Breathing out, drawing back. Lovely. And then breathing in, rocking forwards, curling your back toes under, and breathe out to lift the back knee. Come into your runner's lunge. And take a couple of breaths here. You might still be rocking forwards and back. It's absolutely fine. It's not a static practice today, or ever really. One more breath in. And then as you breathe out, find your downward dog. Take 5 breaths, or if you prefer, come to settling in a child's pose. And notice now in this downward dog if you feel any different, particularly in the lower body, but we've also been working the shoulders with the arm movements and the twists and the side stretches. So maybe you feel different in the whole body. Simply observing. And then when you're ready, lift your heels and suck the front body into the back body as you inhale and you ripple slowly into your plank and you exhale here. Take an inhale here and an exhale. And then lift the left hand, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Lift the right hand, inhale. Exhale, take it down. Lovely. Take another inhale. And now choose your way down to the mat. Do you drop the knees? Or do you come down straight as a stick? Peeling the chest up, roll the shoulders back. And from here, curl your toes under and come straight back to a downward dog. Lovely. And then breathe in, come forwards to plank in that same mindful, slow way, and breathe out here. And breathing in, come down onto your forearms, exhale here. And come up and down a few times, moving between plank and forearm plank. And if you get hot, that is normal. This is the 315 shred version of Hatha Flow, just at this moment, not the rest of it. And then come back to your plank. Take a breath in. And choose your way down to the mat, either straight as a stick or bending your knees down. Come all the way down. And rolling your shoulders back to peel the chest up, inhale. And just for a moment, exhale, come back and rest in pose of the child. Maybe that you have your arms extended, or maybe you have your hands underneath your forehead. And take a moment now to notice how your metabolism might have sped up a little bit. At least your heart rate, the breath, and settle into your child's pose for a few moments. It's nice to bring a little bit of warmth into the practice, and then from here, sliding your hands forwards again, coming to a downward dog. And just take 1 or 2 breaths to really spread your fingers, spread your toes, and feel the whole body expand on the inhalation. And melt a little on the exhalation, melting your heart. And then looking in between your hands, step your right foot forwards. So we're coming into that lunge again, runner's lunge. Take a moment now, you might want to slide the back foot back a little bit. We're pressing into the ball of the left big toe, and press your left hand down, really press it down. And let's open into a lovely delicate twist to the right. Inhale and exhale. Maybe open and spin a little bit more on the inhale and the exhale. Let's take another breath here, really spinning the belly over the thigh. 1 more breath in. And as you breathe out, look down at the front foot and drop the right hand down by the foot. Bringing your attention to your left hand, sweeping yourself up to warrior 2. So your left heel comes down and then come into your warrior 2. So take your time. Back foot should be at about 45 degrees, right knee out to the side. And feel into your warrior 2 this morning. Really relax the shoulders. You might want to hitch them up to your ears and down again. You might want to drop the tailbone and lift the pelvis, the pubic bone. Very soft in the upper body and resolute and strong in the lower body. One more inhalation. And on the exhale, hands to your hips, straighten the front leg. And I would actually step the back foot in a little bit. We're going to take triangle. And begin to reach to the right, lengthening the right side body. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, hinge. Look over your left shoulder and spin, inhale, and lift the left arm, exhale. Seeing if your left hip rolls forwards or not. And let's take a few breaths to really vitalize the body. So I learned a lot from Donna Farhi how to practice navel radiation, she called it. So you bring your attention to your navel. And then here, allowing a sense of radiation out through all of your extremities, the head, the hand, out through each foot. And see as you do this, how the quality of your pose might alter, it might not. What I love to do is feel that radiance shining out beyond the extremities into the space around me. So the whole of the pose has a relationship from the navel outwards with the space around. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bend into that front knee. And breathe in, come up again. And it's slightly awkward here. We're going to walk out the right foot and lift the left heel. So we're facing the front of the mat now. So we're in a little bit of a high lunge. Take a breath in and really lift up the arms, sinking the hips a little bit. Take another breath in and we're going to twist to the right, palms together. Upper left arm against the right knee. I actually take my right thumb into the right hip crease just to find a little bit more space here to take the belly and the chest over. And then if you can, heels of your hands pressing together. Really work out through that back heel and look over your right shoulder. Lovely twist for the morning. And you could look down at the right foot, or you could be spinning to look right past the right elbow or shoulder. Can you take a couple more breaths as you feel into your twisted lunge this morning? One more inhalation. And then exhale, look down at the front foot. And from the stability here, inhale and lift both of your arms up. And exhale, find your downward dog. So that might or might have not have felt actually quite strong. Can't help myself, sorry. You have a choice to rest it out in downward dog or child's pose, or to come with me for a vinyasa. Breathe into your vinyasa. Breathe out here. Take another breath in. Choose your way down to the mat. Peel your chest up, roll your shoulders back, inhale. And exhale, find your downward dog. Find your downward dog and feel it. Looking in between your hands, step your left foot forwards for your runner's lunge. You can slide the back foot back if you need to. Front knee over the heel. And plant your right hand firmly, firmly down and begin to breathe in and delicately twist to the left. And breathe out here. Take another breath in and see if you can expand and spin a bit more. Round to the left, breathe out here. And then one more, inhale, exhale. And then inhale, straightening. Exhale, hand down around that front foot, lovely. And then bringing your attention, you could actually take the right heel down now. That's what we should have done last time. Bringing your attention to the right hand. And inhaling, windmilling yourself up. For warrior two, exhale. So right foot is at about 45 degrees. Dropping the tailbone, lift the pubic bone, and then find a lightness in the chest, a softness in the eyes. And breathe with the morning in your Virabhadrasana too. Doesn't that feel great? Maybe not. Soft in the upper body as you find that resolute stability in the lower body. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, hands to your hips and straighten the front leg. And step the back foot in ever so slightly narrower stance. And begin to reach out with the left side of the body, breathing in, and reach, reach, reach. And hinge, left hand down to the lower leg. And then roll the right shoulder back, breathe in, lift the right arm. And this is a side stretch. Utthita Trikonasana is not a forward fold. So although your right hip might be rolling forwards to protect your lower back, keep spinning the chest and find the opening in the right side body here. And breathe it open, breathe it open. You can practice your navel radiation here, I forgot. So radiating out from your navel to all directions and out into the space around you. One more breath in. And then as you breathe out, look down and bend into that knee. And inhale, come up. We take that little alteration where we take our left foot out to the left and we lift our right heel. So we're in a high lunge, our pelvis pointing to the end of the mat. And then breathe in, sweep up your arms for Ashtha Chandrasana. And breathe out here. And take another breath in. And then begin your twist to the left. Remember, you can use your left thumb into the left hip crease to ease you over to find a little bit more space. It'll all depend on your body. I'm definitely putting on weight through lockdown. Your hands are together, pressing the heels of your hands together. And either keep looking down or begin to spin the chest to the left, looking over your left shoulder. And we'll take a couple of breaths, exploring this pose. See if you can find softness and steadiness in the breath. I know it's quite challenging. One more breath in, and then look out on the breath out. And then lift yourself into a high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down, slide the front foot back to a downward dog. And you could either take a few breaths in downward dog, you could drop your knees to child. We're all going to come there in the end. Or come with me for another vinyasa, breathing in to plank. Breathe out here. I've just decided last minute to take a cheeky side plank to make sure your left hand is under your left shoulder as you roll over onto the outside of your left foot. You could bring the right foot up to find more stability, or rest it on top of the left and then lift up your right arm. And press the earth away as you reach for the sky with your right hand, side body. Breathe that strength and that beauty in. Breathe out, find your plank. Make sure your right wrist is under your right shoulder as you roll over onto the right side of your foot. Make sure you bring your left foot further up if you need it to be. All rested on the right foot. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale here and then really push through that right hand to arc the body up towards the ceiling. Left hip, left side waist, inhale. Exhale, plank. Well done. Take a breath in and then choose your way down to the mat. I'm bringing my knees down. Rolling all the way down. Taking a full breath in and out when I'm down here. And then breathing in, rolling the shoulders back to peel the chest up. Head comes last. Maybe coming to slightly higher cobra this time. Breathe out, stay. Let's take a couple of breaths. Really pressing into your big toes, pressing into your pubic bone, puffing up the back of the kidneys, and then lift the heart to the throat. And breathe up the front of the spine, breathe into the front body. There's a lot going on because I'm also saying puff up the kidneys, so you're kind of keeping an attention with everything that's going on here. Take another breath in. And then breathe out, come all the way down. And pressing into your hands, breathe into all fours. And rest in child's pose. If you're longing for another downward dog, take another downward dog. Otherwise, we're all taking a little rest in the child's pose of your choice. Coming back to presence. Coming back to softness. Coming back to a smoothness and a stability in the breath. And a sense of melting towards the earth for a few more breaths. Releasing your tongue so it's really soft in the mouth, right to the back of your throat. We're going to come back to sitting on our heels, just like we did at the beginning of the practice, but we're not going to go through that moon flow. I want you to take notice of how you're feeling, hands on your thighs. I'm feeling quite a lot warmer, but very alive. Notice the quality of your breath. A real softness and freshness of the skin of your face. And we're going to take 3 rounds of Ustrasana, camel pose, lovely back bend, I think. Now you listen to your body. First stage, everybody should be able to do, and then I'll add 2 variations, and you only come into a variation that works for you. You're taking your hands to your lower back. If you can, your fingertips are pointing up. So you can use your hands to press the pelvis forwards, bearing in mind that camel pose requires stability in the lower back, which you're going to give yourself from your abdominal core, but also by pulling the inner thighs in towards each other, which is actually the psoas muscle and part of the core anyway. It's all connected, obviously. So take a breath in, lovely and straight, and on the breath out, begin to ease the pelvis forwards. And don't be in a hurry to take your head back. Don't even take your head back. And in this pose, as you explore the range of your curve of the spine, can you follow the spine up the front, from your pubic bone all the way up, and maybe then you open your throat a little bit, lift your chin a little bit. But are you holding your breath? For some people, this pose is really, really challenging, even scary. Other people love it. Take a breath in, and I want you to use the breath out to draw all of your strength inwards and come straight. Inhale, sit down on your heels and take a moment to feel whatever you feel. I don't want to tell you what you should be feeling, but I feel pretty fab. It's amazing yoga, isn't it? I had such a bad night. I felt so tired and grumpy when the alarm went off at 6, but now, day feels good. And then we come up to take the second variation. You could do exactly what you just did. Now you might like to curl your toes under. That same strength of the abdomen, maybe dropping down at the tailbone a bit. Inhale, lift the right arm, and exhale, take it to your right heel. So we did a little bit of this in that moon flow in a way. And then lift up the left arm. So we could start halfway like this. Maybe bring the left arm by your ear. And just explore if you want to take the pelvis a bit further forwards. But draw the curve of your spine up the front of your spine and only look back if that's right for you. Beautiful half Ustrasana. You can really feel into the left ribs. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, straighten left arm by your sides. And then we'll take it to the other side. Breathe in, lift the right arm. Breathe in, lift the left arm. And take it to your left heel, breathe out. And then breathe in, lift the right arm. And choose how far you want to push your pelvis forwards. If you want to bring your right arm close to your ear. And all of that discipline of inner thighs pulling in, tailbone dropping, lift the pubic bones. This is all about core strength to give you the stability to fly in your back bend, to expand and to find space. One more breath in, and then use the breath out to strengthen and spring up. And come back and sit on your heels and feel the body. Feel the body. So you might have had enough. The counter pose for this, if you've had enough, I'm going to take a third version, is to, rather than come straight into a child's pose, come into rabbit. Chin to your chest and just breathe into the back body. If you found that quite a strain, this is where you want to be. Otherwise, coming up with me for the third and last round. You could have your toes curled under, or you could not. Remember all that strength, all that condensing inwards. And this time we'll take the right arm up and back, followed by the left arm up and back. And you can lean back into a little bit and then begin to find the back bend. Now you really listen to your knees. I can feel a little bit of a twinge in my knees. I'm drawing them towards each other. And then finding the availability for you. What's available? And breathe 3 breaths fully. Feeling the whole of the front body. One more breath in and out. Take a breath in and use a breath out to come up, chin towards your chest. And then come down. Come down. So that's quite a lot of Ustrasana. Take a moment to settle and feel the residue. Feel the rebound. And then in your own time, sliding your hands and your forearms forwards. I'm noticing. So I notice now that I've worked my back a lot. So I'm not worried about that. I can just feel it from the lower back particularly, but all the way up. So I'm taking some breath there. So explore sensation. If you're anything like me or not, explore sensation down in your sacrum and your lower back with the breath. Inhale and exhale. And then explore sensation around the waist, all around the sides, but also the front and the back as you breathe in and out. And then you can move your attention up to your rib cage and feel the back, the front and the sides of your ribs as you breathe in and out. And we'll end this sequence with the child's pose. So choose if you want your knees together, if you want them out to the sides, if you want your hands underneath your forehead, or maybe extended. So we'll take a few breaths here to completely let go and settle before coming onto our backs for Shavasana. Feel everything. Really soft. Maybe noticing where you're still holding on and invite softness there, a release there. And you're welcome to stay in child's pose a bit longer. It's coming to the end of the class, so I would invite you, if you want to now, to roll over onto your back. Release the whole body, palms facing up and away from the body, feet just rocking out to the sides. And allow the stability of the earth to come up and meet you and hold you. As you surrender to the force of gravity. You notice the gentle pulse of your body breathing. And you notice the whole sea of sensations of which you're a part. And this might mean checking in with your skin boundary and asking where your skin ends and where the space around you begins. And I'm going to leave you to rest, I hope, for 5 or 10 minutes. Very briefly, I just want to say for those of you who weren't here at 7, that Will and I have put a message out to everybody saying that any donations that come in over the next 4 weeks are all of them going to charity. And you do that by pressing the Just Giving link, clicking the Just Giving link on Facebook on the post or the MailChimp message you will have got, or on the website. This week, all money is going towards refugee action. So we're really grateful if you can support us in that, if you're able to, and if that's not possible, the whole point of all of this is that everybody has access to yoga, meditation and relaxation as much as they want. So I'll leave you with that and hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me.